EK, have it your way. You rule, guys. I'm so tired of that. Anyway, what's up, guys? This is the Gospel According to Mark with a C. He is I, and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. Thank you for joining me once again, my friends. I hope all is well with you. Guys, you see the thumbnail. You know where we're going with this. But first, I want to give my respect to you guys, the viewers. I want to thank you for your likes, your shares, for subscribing, everybody who comments, and of course, everybody who donates through the Cash App link in the pinned comment below, as well as everyone who hits the super thanks feature on all of my videos. I cannot do this without you because YouTube doesn't believe in helping a brother out. So anyway, let's get into the topic of this video. And there might be a reason why, guys, that I can think of, that the latest season of Doctor Who is going to implode faster than the Titan mini sub. And that is because Ncuti, I believe you call it, you pronounce his name Ncuti Gatwa, is running off at the mouth. And of course, people are talking about what he had to say. Because, guys, you know, unfortunately, these people cannot help but to alienate their audience, to insult their audience before they even have a chance to see them at work. And we see this over and over again. They have no use for you if you don't believe in their narrative and in their politics. And then they wonder why these shows fail. What am I talking about? Now, I'm going to read a little something from the Hollywood Reporter, and you got quite a few people who were talking about this. The star, the title character of the latest season of Doctor Who, Ncuti Gatwa, is waxing poetic about how tough it is for him to be accepted, for a black actor to be accepted. Let's read a little bit of this, guys, and let's get into this, and I'm going to make my comments about this as we go along. And we'll start with the headline. It says, Ncuti Gatwa says, while white mediocrity gets celebrated, black people must be flawless to get half that. You heard me right, Pilgrim. It says, Ncuti Gatwa says, while white mediocrity gets celebrated, black people must be flawless to get half that. Okay, Ncuti Gatwa wants to be celebrated. Where have we heard this before? I'll talk about that in a minute, guys, because this is like disturbing on so many levels for me. The Doctor Who actor who has faced backlash as the show's first black lead is opening up about his struggles with acceptance. Well, it seems to me that he has already been accepted because he is a lead, right? He has landed the lead role on this show that's been around forever, this beloved show. He's got his acceptance, all right? But he's talking about his struggles with acceptance. He shouldn't have had to work hard. It should have come easy for him, he's saying. He should have been allowed to be mediocre, is what he's saying. But going on, it says, Doctor Who star Ncuti Gatwa is getting candid about his battle with acceptance. The actor, who has faced backlash for his role as the hit show's first black lead, recently opened up in an interview with Attitude magazine. Attitude magazine. I never heard of it, but I'm guessing what it might be. About what he's learned over the years regarding what he deserves. What he deserves in life. He's open. Wait a minute now. The actor who has faced backlash for his role as the hit show's first black lead recently opened up in an interview with Attitude magazine about what he's learned over the years regarding what he deserves in life. Okay, what you get in life very rarely has anything to do with what you deserve. Okay, guys? See, this is the fucked up thing that we think. When something bad happens to people, we say things like, it's karma. It's what he deserved. As if bad things don't happen to good people all the time. And flip that. Sometimes good things happen to bad people. That's why you have so many elite and rich people who are fucking assholes. You know what I mean? Why are they getting rained on with all of this wealth and riches? But anyway, Ncuti goes on to say, we're trained to be like, if I'm not exceptional, I won't be loved. Certainly, I think that was my thing. So yeah, I think I'm just learning now, like, oh, you're allowed to be loved. You don't have to be excellent or aspire to that term, black excellence. What the hell? He's saying. All right, so it sounds like he's rejecting the term black excellence and having to strive for that. I guess I can agree with that. I don't even know what black excellence is either. I guess it has something to do with being excellent and being black. I myself strive for personal excellence. I want to be my personal best, whether I'm rich, whether I'm poor, whether I'm employed, whether I'm not employed. I mean, it's just how I carry myself as a human being. But you guys know how I feel about that whole thing. But he continues, this is great. There's so much white mediocrity that gets celebrated. Like, where, Shooty? Where do you see white mediocrity getting celebrated? See, this is the part where you shit all over your peers, all right? Because in show business, a lot of people work hard to be where they are. They pay their dues. Sometimes they pay more than they should. Sometimes fame comes at the price of your humanity and your dignity. But he's saying there's so much white mediocrity that gets celebrated. And black people, we have to be absolutely flawless to get half of that anyway. So I'm slowly training myself out of that and being like, no shit, you deserve love just for existing. And that has taught me to be a lot more loving as well, in a weird way. Okay. So you just think you're supposed to get love and get respect just because you're alive. Now, in a perfect world, I could see that. Okay, yeah, sure. Everybody wants to be loved. You know what I mean? Don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need somebody to love? You better find somebody to love. But anyway, life doesn't work that way once again. And, well, let me just finish up what he's saying here, and then I'll give my thing. This guy, he was in Barbie. Oh, that explains something here. Okay, so he says that he doesn't understand how someone can be so angry over something so inconsequential regarding his casting as the Doctor. Just hold on a second, guys. See, this is what we're talking about. You can't have it both ways. Well, maybe he can, because anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. But anyway, the point is that he's saying that his casting is inconsequential. So why are we playing this up like it's something historical? He's the first black Doctor Who. This is history, isn't it? But he says it's inconsequential. So if people can't get upset about it, then people shouldn't get happy about it either. Why the hell do you want to be celebrated then? He started off saying, but he wanted to be celebrated. Why? If it's inconsequential. Once again, these people make no sense. Their reasoning is so flawed. But anyway, he noted that as part of the shift he's seeing with diversity in the entertainment industry, he goes on to say, we do see a shift happening in casting, in positions of power, and in the status quo. I mean, not a fast shift. Things could tip over the other way a little bit quicker, but you see people kind of malfunctioning because things are changing. Okay, ahead of his portrayal as the 15th Doctor on the hit UK series, the sex education alum told The Hollywood Reporter back in 2023 that he was blocking out any scrutiny. He says, the press, the British press, not the fans, but the British press can be very mean, he said at the time. I just have to focus on the job and stay true to what the Doctor is, a mad scientist alien who has adventures and cares about everyone. Yeah, that would be, I guess, ideal if you had done that. But see, here's the thing, guys. The one thing that the article doesn't mention, the one soundbite that they didn't take from him, the one quote they didn't use is that, what's his name? Shigatwa is a gay man. He is a gay man, all right? He used to be a go-go dancer. He is a proud member of the LGBTQ plus community. Okay. And I find that to be significant because right now, Shooty, you sound like a bitch. Okay. No offense. All right. But it's just a fact. Usually you hear this type of whining and bitching from women actors. All right. You hear this from like black women in particular. You know what I mean? Like you hear this from Taraji P. Henson. You hear this from what's the other chick who played in We Are the Homie, Viola Davis, right? Moses Ingram, you know, it's like you hear this type of thing from women. So I would say, Shooty, that you've taken on too much femininity in your energy because see, here's what men know. Men know that the world is fucking competitive, okay? You don't sit back and say, it's so easy for them over there. They're mediocre. I'm better than them and I don't get any recognition whatsoever. You know what a man does? A man competes. A man says, I'm going to go that much harder. You know what I'm saying? Don't get excited, Shooty. I'm talking about trying harder, okay? So what I'm saying is, this is what you need more of, okay? You need to be more competitive. Your job number one, if you're going to be the 15th Doctor Who happens to be black, who happens to be gay, then what you want to do is exactly what you said here. Focus on the job and stay true to what the Doctor is, right? You want to give them the best performance that they've ever seen in their entire life. Because if you're a performer, I don't care if you're a singer, I don't care if you're a comedian, if you're a dramatic actor, if you're a stage actor, you always have to win over your audience. Always. Nobody just gives you shit, man. Have you not heard that you earn respect? Respect is hard earned. It is not given. So I don't know what you're trying to put out there to people. I don't know what your message is. Like, you think the red carpet is just going to roll out for you? But dude, that's not it. It doesn't work that way. And the other thing that concerns me is that, looking a little bit into your past, I see that you are Rwandan. Not Wakandan, Rwandan. Okay, your family escaped the Rwandan genocides back in 1994. Okay, genocide. You escaped. You went to Scotland. Okay, you got an education. You got all of these opportunities that your family afforded you because they ran away from a genocidal situation, which was terrible. All right, I saw the movie. What was it called? Hotel Rwanda with John Cheadle. So we all know the nightmare that was. You ran from that. So you would think, guys, it doesn't make sense to me. It's weird to me that you would be complaining this way about not being liked, not being adored, accepted right out the gate. You would think that there would be something in the recesses of your mind that would just be happy that these people are not trying to fucking kill you. You know what I mean? You escaped genocide. Guys, it makes no logical sense that somebody would be complaining like this who had a past like that, which is the reason why I believe that these actors, these so-called minority actors, actors of color, marginalized actors, whatever the hell you want to call them, I believe that they're given an assignment, when they go out into the press. They all do this. They run this same narrative, this victimhood narrative, where they got to point out that things are not fair for them. Things come easy for white people. That's freaking ridiculous, guys. Everybody has to struggle for what they have. No, look, I'm here to tell you the truth, guys. I love you. I'm not here to lie to you, to the black people out there, black kids, whatever the case may be. No one gives anyone anything, okay? Is there a such thing as nepotism, favoritism, discrimination? Yes, there is. I'm not here to lie to you about that. People can be discriminated against based upon anything. Being white, being black, being white, being tall, being short, being dark-skinned, being gay, being this, being that. You know what I mean? Discrimination exists. All right? You can't get away from it. What do you do with that information? You work harder. Okay, you work harder and get yourself in a position where maybe you can make a change. Maybe you can achieve a position of power, where you can spare somebody else having to go through what you go through. But very rarely do you make these strides crying people a river. You know what I mean? All that usually does is alienate you from the very audience that are supposed to be supporting you. They can be won over. Anybody can be won over if you could just stop crying about it. This guy, I heard him say in another interview that he idolizes actor Coleman Domingo. All right, I don't know where you know him from, but I know him from Fear the Walking Dead. I really enjoy his performances. Happens to be a gay man, happens to be a gay black man. What I've never heard Coleman Domingo do was cry like a bitch about things like this. Even if he acknowledges that it exists, usually he just goes about his business. He plays a wide variety of characters, and most of the time he plays them with great charisma, or riz, as the kids say, and he's always very convincing. You could learn something from him, Shooty. So anyway, this is all I have to say about that, guys, with a quick reminder that one of the first videos that I ever did was called Nobody Has to Love You. Nobody has to like you. This is something that we should all remember. Nobody has to love you. Nobody has to love me. I say that in my videos all the time. You can press like You can hit dislike, you know? You can't be everything to everybody, guys, and it doesn't come easy. But as Prince once said in the song from 1983-84, Baby, I'm a Star, he says, everybody says nothing comes too easy. But when you got it, baby, nothing comes too hard. You know what I mean? Baby, I'm a star. Might not know it now. Belly inside out, I'm a star. Baby, baby, baby. Ooh, baby, I'm a... Okay, anyway. It's 15 minutes. It's over 15 minutes. Guys, you can get in the comment section. Let me know what you think about Shigatwa's comments. Do you understand where he's coming from? Does this make you want to see and watch Doctor Who even more? I don't know. But look, I got to make one more quick point, guys. You know how you fight to be in these spaces? Everybody talks about, I want to see myself. We never saw ourselves in these spaces. You know, sci-fi, all of this stuff. Here's one to think about. Maybe it's because they knew. If you felt like you were boxed out, right? If, because I don't believe it's true, but if you felt like you were being boxed out, and if in fact you were being boxed out, it could be because deep down inside, people knew that once people like you got in, you were going to start crying like a bitch and take all the fun out of all of this. In which case, I don't blame them for not wanting your sorry, pathetic ass to be part of this scene. Just get in and be great. Nobody cares about your whining. Nobody cares about your crying. That's it. Guys, I will catch you on the next one. This is the Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on.